So this is my Russell Brand story. It was at Burning Man like 5 years ago, and I basically just went to Burning Man to like shut up my Burning Man friends, you know, and just tell them this isn't shit, you know. And so I get there, and it was like well beyond like what I could imagine. Like it was so fucking good. And so it was the last day, and we're supposed to meet at 6 o'clock in the morning to like leave and go back to LA. So I'm just having this amazing night. And so it gets to be like 5:30, and I'm like, I have to go. Like it hurts me so bad to leave, but I gotta leave. So I get on my bike, riding across the desert, and I see this group of like 20 people dancing this DJ. And the first lyrics I heard were, "You're home. You're fucking home." You know, the Kanye song. Yeah. You know, and I'm up on pills and acid, so I'm like, I think I am home. And I look up, and it's fucking Russell Brand in the middle of the desert DJing this incredible set. I kind of want to stay. And just like a little bit of backstory with Russell Brand, like I was never a fan, but he had like started doing some crazy like subversive stuff like a year earlier, and I was just like in awe. And I was kind of at a crossroads creatively, and I needed to decide which way to go. And I'm like, you know what? I'll find a way home. I'll figure out a way home. Anyway, so stay there for like an hour and a half. Turns out he's cool as shit, like such a nice guy. I was like, dude, I love the stuff you're doing. It's very like George Carlin. We end up hanging out for like 5 hours. They start pulling out the drugs. He's doing like all this blow. And I'm like, oh, I thought he was straight. But, you know, maybe he does that for the persona or for the insurance. Like, you know, who fucking knows? Go all across the desert. He's dropping like little pearls of wisdom. What was it? It was something like, Chip, what you have to realize is it's all about the energy you have around you. Like, that's what changed my life, and that's what changed my career. And he's like, you know, there's people who are out to harm you, so obviously stay away from those people. Then there are people who are there to help you and guide you. He goes, here's the tricky part. There's a third group, and they want to help you, but they actually bring you down. And those are the hardest ones to cut out. So they don't mean it, it's just their energy's bad. Anyway, so we're 5 hours in, and I'm like, man, I'm so glad, you know, I did this. It was totally the right choice. I'll figure out a way to get back. And he looks at me, and he's like, Chip, I'm so glad we met. This is amazing. He goes, but you said something when we first met about somebody named George Carlin. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, the stand-up. And Russell Brand goes, oh, I'm not a big fan of comedy. Who is that? And I looked at him, and in that moment, I realized it wasn't Russell Brand. It was just this really great-looking DJ with great hair and, like, a winning personality. And let me tell you, it, like, took me 8 months to be able to talk about it to people. It was so terrible finding my way back to Los Angeles after that.